the shark head.
Clay Aiken, perhaps American Idol's most famous runner-up, is taking on the tunes of Elvis, Frankie, Valli, and Roy Orbison for his just-released album, Tried and True. Depending on the outlet, fans will get 11 to 13 tracks of Aiken doing his renditions of some favorites from American Idol and songs he routinely performs in his sets. It also features a duet with Vince Gill on the classic Moon River. We asked him what the approach is taking on such a treasured song as Unchained Melody, among others.
I don't know that the country vibe of Only Make Believe or Crying were things that I was too gung-ho about, but we made sure that the arrangers kind of had that directive, and we pulled some of that twang out of them, so to speak. For the most part, though, you know, the reason that we chose these songs is because they were songs that I've loved forever, and I've always liked singing, and I've always liked being a performer. We didn't want to change them too much, but we did want to make them our own a little bit, not to put our own spin on them and do my own different thing, but just so I had my own version. I've sung Unchained Melody for 20 years, it seems, and I love the song, and the reason I've always loved the song, and the reason people love the song is because they love what they hear. And they don't want to hear a rock version of it or an opera version of it. You know, they want to hear what they love.
Aiken does his version of the Elvis Presley standard Suspicious Minds, and we asked him if there was any pressure taking on the King.
Suspicious Minds, I had sung live for a long time, and I don't think we changed it up so much. We kind of did we freshened it up. Let's put it that way. We didn't change it. We freshened it up just enough. So it stays true to the original. I mean, people who love Elvis because of his voice. I'm not going to sound like Elvis. People who love the song, though, or are fans of Suspicious Minds, I think they'll be happy because it's the song they love. And I think, again, like I said, we remained respectful and true to everything that we performed. And they'll get the song they love, and they'll just have a different voice on it.
Clay added that the album Tried and True was in a lot of ways inspired by his mom.
My mom decorated the basement of my house to be like a 50s diner. It's a game room, but it looks like a 50s diner. And she took a lot of her old LP covers and she put them on the walls. And as we were recording the album, we were picking the songs. I was downstairs one day, and I looked up, and there's a Bobby Darin album, there's a Neil Sedaka album, there's a Connie Francis album, and I was like, wait a second. This is all these songs are coming from my mom's, literally from the LP covers on my wall. And so I said, well, let's make the album cover look like one of these old LP covers. So the inspiration in some ways has come from just the stuff that my mom listened to for years, and she raised me by herself for several years, and I listened to them myself growing up. So a lot of these songs kind of came from that.
Tried and True also features renditions of It's Impossible, Mac the Knife, and Misty, among others. Check your retailer for complete track listings and order. Aiken, who was runner-up on American Idol Season 2, has booked a tour this summer with Ruben Studdard, who won American Idol that year. The two remain good friends, and we'll have the lowdown on that in days to come.